Yeah, it's your boy Rome, your man Rome, the man Rome, Jerome, back again with another video. And today we are talking about One Base. One Base. One Base. Whoa. So, up to the latest 190 manga chapter plus anime spoilers. This is the review of the latest chapter in anime. So I'm gonna start with the manga chapter. So 2 chapters ago, Luffy was looking good, man. It was the start of our fight versus Emu, the king of the world, giving Madara, Aizen, final boss energy, looking incredibly cool. Emu's design finally revealed is just so damn interesting. How he's like looking, and then you get the Egyptian freaking angle, like the way Oda drew the panel of Emu when he first showed up. He was on top of that like pillar of the castle at Russ Castle, but it looked like he was on top of a pyramid, and it just gave so much Egyptian vibes. And I'm like, oh my god, that was just so beautiful to see. You know what I mean? The influence. It made me want to rewatch a freaking old iCarly show. I mean, not iCarly. Shout out to iCarly though. It made me want to rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the movie. It was the first Egyptian movie. It was the Pyramid of Light, and that was like so cool, man. Like that whole concept of just like the Egyptian angle and then just bring it back into modern day. Let's go, Pikachu! It was just like so cool, and that's what it made me feel back to. So I don't know what Emu is gonna showcase and all the things, but I just know it's cool.
Interesting.
So as the fight goes on, Luffy is, he's going out against Emu. Now, I think everyone is very hard on Luffy, including Oda. It's like, there's no cartoons, okay, in the One Piece universe. For what we know, Luffy might have been reading comics. He might have maybe heard a little bit of things, but he doesn't know Toon Force. We, as the audience, we know, this is Toon Force, and you could use these cartoon abilities in a weird way. So the Gear 5 hate and Luffy not utilizing this ability to the best of its ability yet. Well, first Luffy has to have the understanding to do that, He has to be aware of that. And two, it's like, I don't know. I don't think Luffy understands the power, like how someone who's outside of the story, outside of Luffy, will understand it. Like, I think all kids, when you're watching cartoons, you're watching anime, we all want to have power. Like, not in the, surface level Earth way of like, oh, I could command people and I rule over people, or people owe me, people are indebted to me. In a fantasy setting, you want power in terms of to be able to control things, to manipulate things, inanimate objects, create lightning or something like that. So when you see Gear 5, it's like an homage to the fact that every kid would like want to have a cartoon power. You know what I mean? When you see cartoons, you just imitate what you want to see. Just like the Timmy Turner episode, it was like Channel Chasers, and they make a reference in that cartoon special about Dragon Ball, and it was so spot on at the time. It was like completely radioactive because like all the kids were actually doing that. When you look at Dragon Ball and anime, you just want to imitate it and copy it. So this power that Luffy's wielding, it's the power of the cartoons. But in the One Piece world, there's no TV. There is no, cartoons. At least you would think with the trade spotters, So him having that power and being able to utilize it to a Toon Force ability where, he's jumping out the panel, or he's altering reality in a way beyond what people could alter reality in One Piece, like alter the fourth the fourth world, the fourth wall, you know what I mean? Or something like that, or stretch out of a panel into another. I still think Luffy, in order to have a lot of time to dissect this ability and really see how far it goes, because it's still in the early stages. And like I said, people who have been misunderstanding the ability ever since. Now, Emu's ability, on the other hand, GTA wheel demonic powers, plus the book, plus Dami Reversi. Damn, I understand why the world government power. He's OD. Emu Narona is OD. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He just stabbed up the MC. Like, come on now. Like, really? Like Crocodile was a good villain to beat, my guy. Like, it wasn't the fact that he was a good villain that he stabbed Luffy. It was the fact that once Luffy got to a certain point in the Grand Line, Crocodile was like the biggest thing that you would want to accomplish. Like, I am a warlord. I am already established. I have billions of pirates under me. I mean, looking at Luffy, who's just a pirate just getting to the Grand Line and having to deal with Crocodile, who is way in leagues better than him and compete against him, was the thing. It's not just Crocodile is just he's cool at stabbing people. No, Crocodile was great, and the thrill of overcoming him in that last third fight, where he used the millions of punches against Crocodile, and it's no armament hockey. It's his blood, it's his hard sweat and tears, it's his endurance as a pirate that got him to that point. And the same is here now with Emu. You know what I mean? I would like a better performance from Luffy, but again, it's still not knowing that, I don't know, everyone wants the power to have the ability of cartoons, the ability to turn their dreams into reality. And it's going to take some time for Luffy to understand that, but also, I don't know, tap into it naturally. But yeah, Emu Naroni, he's the truth right now. He's Madara. Once Madara appeared, in the Fourth War, of course Madara went on before the end, and the whole Kaguya angle, which a lot of people say that's bad about Naruto, but I thought it was cool back then because it's like in Japanese history, there's like the Shogun, and he's like the leader of the samurai or ninja, and Maru's giving that angle, but there's always like an emperor. There's always like a hidden person. You know what I mean? Like there could be the Shogun, but there's like the emperor, because the emperor is like the supposed real controller, but the Shogun is like his right hand. You know what I mean? And sometimes they say the Shogun's the leader and the emperor's the figurehead. So it was just interesting when Naruto displayed that. That was like Madara. He was like the Shogun type archetype, and then he got freaking swindled by Kaguya, and then